Well, hey there, THL. We are back with another episode of Sunday Showdown. I'm your host, Saku, and I'm joined here by the wonderful casting regular duos. Regular duos? I can't even speak. It's Sunday. I've watched too much football. Also ran into Hurricane Lee, so getting over that too. But I'm going to introduce Hustle. How you doing, Hustle?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Saku?
I'm doing good. And then we got Jolt C, Cowboys fan. How you doing, sir?
After today's win, I'm doing fantastic. How are both you gentlemen?
Doing as good as I can, man. It's awesome.
Good. I'm looking forward to tonight's matches. Hopefully, some other good games we can watch.
That's right. So we have a Pro Series match. It's already really decided. Brushy Tuna up against opportunistic pro players. Brushy Tuna up 14-5. It should have been Lotus Knight playing, but he's a little bit under the weather, so we had Seth for Christ be an E-sub. So he's going up against Tino Santana. So do you guys like to break down the deck lists that are going to be on the screen there for our viewers?
Yeah, totally. So from Brushy Tuna, Seth is playing with Secret Hunter, a Rainbow Mage. Seth brought Mech Rogue, but that's been banned by Tito. And then Tito Santana, and after that comes Nature Shaman.
Tito's bringing the Relic DH, the Drum Druid, which I believe was banned, the Paladin, the Aggro Paladin, and the Undead Warlock, which is actually the Chad Warlock, or the Thaddeus Warlock. Reviewing the deck list, a couple things that stood out to me were primarily the Rogue deck that got banned, but then with the new Nature Shaman that's running the Jazz Base. I haven't run this list before, but I heard it's coming back up into relevance again with all the Warlocks running around.
I'm quite excited about this Paladin bring from Tito Santana. You don't see very much Paladin. I brought it myself, and looking at the list, it actually looks like a version of Aggro Paladin rather than the conventional pure Paladin. There's actually quite a few neutral cards in there, including some Snow Flipper Penguins. So excited to see what Tito Santana is going to do with that.
Yeah, I have some experience with this deck. I've actually played it in the 2 THL matches I had this week. One against Saku. He also played this against me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a get off the ground early type deck that you want to snowball with as soon as possible. have a couple late game cards to help you refill. Just essentially keep the board as full as you can, and if you end up in the mirror, then just make sure you try to empty as fast. You want to empty as fast as you can refill it.
Got it. Yeah, meanwhile, over on the other side, we've got more of a sort of OTK lineup from the Seth for Christ with the Nature Shaman and the Rainbow Mage, which, want to set up sort of a big spell burst at the sort of late mid game, and then sort of a more aggressive list in the Secret Hunter. So a lot of cool stuff there. I'm excited to see what they do.
The players are ready if you guys are ready, so we'll get them going. Sure. So Tito Santana is going to be the first to spectate, or bottom of the screen for our viewers, and we're going to have Seth for Christ at the top of the screen. So I'm just going to let the players know they can rock and roll. All right. So any openers?
I'll let Hustle take this one because I'm pretty sure I'm 0 for whatever many that we've gone so far.
Yeah, I'm always ever guessing. I think if I'm Tito Santana, I'm going with something aggressive. There's a couple of sort of combo decks on Seth's side, so I'm maybe bringing the Paladin here. If I'm Seth for Christ and I'm anticipating something like that, maybe I go with the Secret Hunter to try and test that. But it's a lot of defensive tools in like Rainbow Mage, for example, so they might just feel comfortable, kind of sitting back and help, trying to clear board with things like Inquisitive Creation. So we'll see. Game 1.
All right. So Tito just let me know that they're getting ready to start. Haven't seen eyeballs yet, but we will get there soon.
I think if I was in their shoes, I think I'd be going as Tito. I'd be bringing the Paladin first, and as Seth, I'd be bringing in the Secret Hunter. But that's just the type of player I am as well. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it's a good way to start picking up momentum. The remaining decks for both players are a little bit more dependent on finding the right pieces. With the Relic DH, you want. Oh, and we're getting started. So why don't we hop in? So we were right with that Hunter over on Seth for Christ's side, but we got Tito going with the Chadlock.
it's going to be a tough matchup for the Hunter as well. So especially seeing Sang throw it all back. Forge of Wills is definitely a card you like to see in this matchup too. All the weapons that the Hunter has in this.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, with all the weapons that the Hunter has and the ability to make a 7/7 behind a taunt, that's definitely something tough for the Hunter to deal with.
Yeah, really difficult, but a good start from the Hunter with the Costume Singer right into the Hidden Meaning. So makes it a little bit tricky for the Warlock to have to play around, not make use of all of their mana, and content to drop a Silvermoon Forest Strider and buff a couple of the arcane spells already in hand.
With the Eversong Portal in hand, that's definitely a strong right there for him.
Ooh, nice roll for Seth for Christ, getting that big taunt in the way for just 2 mana.
Yeah.
Really putting on the pressure. See how Tito Santana responds. Found a Defile. No easy way of setting up for it.
No, just going straight for the Symphony.
Yep. Now with Sargeras already in hand, the draw your highest cost minion may be a little bit less meaningful, although in Chadlock I think you run Thaddeus, so that's still pretty good. But content seeing deal 6 to clear this board. Pretty good discover right there.
Yeah, for sure. And then coming back on South side, South for Christ's side, expecting to see. So you got the Waking Tremors, probably a secret, and I'd play only probably the 1 year Monger here, the secret. And Catrick, okay. So fortunate for him though. For them though, it's they can proc the secret and then just defile all 3 minions away.
Yeah, good good ordering there from Tito Santana to go try and trigger that, as you mentioned, and having to discard the draw 6, but in Warlock, not really the end of the world. Oftentimes your hand is so full that you don't have a great opportunity to make use of that.
Yeah, especially in this deck. Slime for Tito. The thing you really want to see here. You try to Finley here. Do you think it's time to do that?
Yeah, it's tricky. Right now, I think you're doing okay. I wonder if there's some distance before Tito starts to worry about dying, and able to clear this board without having to sacrifice too much, and hope to drop an undead in the next couple of turns.
I was gonna say, I wonder if he's gonna tap, but yep, tap last. Here for Seth for Christ, just drawing is good play. Try to refill, and then try to get as much damage as you can back in hand.
Yeah, nice refill there. Able to forge this Titan, forge to traps. He's gonna get 2 secrets.
Coach denied. I didn't see what the second one was there. Oh,
Looks like it was a Catrick, yeah. So just going for full, aggro, try and get stuff to take over the board. The motion denied for extra damage. We see the Scourge supplies here from Tito Santana. Well, there's the Flesh Behemoth.
Yeah. Bringing the Catrick. Tap. Assuming it's going to be a tap here. That's not what you want to see. The slimes, you're alright. And for Seth here, I think you want to play that, you want to play the bow, because you only have 2 more turns, hopefully, to get into this damage before the taunts start coming up.
Yeah, right here, turn 8, able to activate this amorphous slime, get a couple of taunts in the way, a little bit of protection, hopefully try and turn the corner.
Assume one of these is going to be turned into a rush minion too, and swung into the 4-2.
Absolutely. And then
let's see.
Holds.
There's what? There's
5,
good
draw for Seth.
7, 9. Potential 10 damage in hand for Seth for Christ. 7, 9, 10.
And yeah. Kraken is active, but is that just 1 off?
It's 1 off, but if you place the arcane shot, he would have it. Oh, I kind of like playing the arcane shot there, or the Kraken, just because you have the motion denied. You're forcing the Warlock to be respectful for it.
Yeah, to respect that 6 damage off of the trap. But maybe just holding till they know they've got lethal in the bag. But Tito Santana finding a little bit of healing. Oh, I was going to chuck this back.
A little surprised there, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I mean, it's a nice couple of cards to have. Like, you don't hate this, but definitely at the expense of sending a couple of really powerful cards backwards.
Yeah. I understand why he wanted to play the why he wanted Drain Soul to just kind of get a little farther away from some breakpoints, but I'm not sure if it's worth sacrificing not playing Sagaris there. Yes, here.
It
Still.
It does put Thaddeus back in the deck, which makes this a little bit better.
There you go. There he is.
Seth for Christ, still just barely off lethal, 7-9.
Yeah.
No real answer to this Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Can clear it, but has to take 11 to do it.
Yeah, I was thinking more for
Then-
this play for Seth was more just kind of ignore the taunts. Don't even play the star power and just kind of send everything to face, and then because then you can set yourself up as a potential hero power for lethal there.
Yeah, now with this Thaddeus on board, well, switches to the even charge, so all of these things are about the same price they would have been anyway, but able to push a lot of damage anyway.
Yeah,
And there's the
lethal there.
concede. So that's game one to Tito Santana with the Chad Warlock. That is exactly why I always ban that deck. Hate it. So what do you expect next coming out now with the win from the Chad lock there with Tito Santana?
With the Paladin and the Relic DH still left, I'm kind of want to roll back with the Hunter just because it's Mage and Shaman are very weak in the Paladin, where the Hunter you kind of have a chance, and the Hunter also has the damage potential to get to the Relic DH. So that's what I'm thinking.
And exactly that. So we get the Paladin from Tito Santana and Seth rolling back with the Hunter. Pretty good looking opener for Tito Santana. A couple of good options worth keeping there. Meanwhile, Seth for Christ, Awakened Tremors available on one, Haldron Brightwing. Now, since the nerf, I haven't played very much of this Arcane Hunter. Do you still keep Haldron in the mulligan even with the added expense?
Not for a matchup this fast, I wouldn't. Keep the star power and the tremors for sure is in this side of the matchup. And for Tito, keeping that one drop, forgetting the name of, that's definitely one of the most powerful cards in this deck because it helps you refill your hand. You get to swing with it a couple times.
We'll get to swing with it.
Thinking here would be Muster, yeah. My Muster.
Yeah, that looks good. Yep, just sending the Valkyrie face.
Yep. I think for
No reason to give it up.
Seth for Christ, I'm thinking you just want to you can play the Urmonger, you can take the Arcane Shot, but I kind of want. Yeah, this one's tough. I think he may want to actually playing it straight. I was going to say forge it and play Urmonger here.
Yeah, a little surprising, but hoping to find explosive trap there. Doesn't.
Yeah.
But maybe that'll be enough to to turn Tito off, or to turn Seth for Christ off of. I'm sorry, to keep Tito from attacking face, but
Yeah.
ended
Here,
up going with the zombies.
Now more than ever.
This is a big help.
yeah. I think here you just trade with your weapon, and then everything else goes base because Aurora.
Yeah, a little surprised to see the minion trade there. Maybe starting to worry a little bit about their health total.
There's Song Portal. This matchup is just kind of a decent scenario for Seth for Price, just being able to have that star power in hand. Only 2 minions on board. Not too scared of the Crusader Aurora right now. So just thinking about, I think Tito's thinking about trading here. Yeah. And I think you play the Astor just as a 2/2 just for a body. Oh, signed here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you, but Tito Santana's deciding to want the battle cry, the deal 2 damage off of the Mana Thirst. Now starting to get into some danger zones.
Yeah, the nice part about that, having the board somewhat cleaned up, is now Seth Price can start turning that corner. Make him play more, make Tito play a little more defensively, knowing that he has the star power in hand.
That's right.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
That's another way that you could have gone, but besides just full clear.
Yeah, I think you and I are both on the same page of playing the Conjured Arrow and the Astor instead.
Yeah. Yeah, and then maybe you find one of your other arcane spells that helps you deal with one of the remaining people on board, but why risk it? Your opponent's got a Crusader Aura up. Let's just make sure we take care of it. That is a big minion. It's going to lose some stats over time, but for now it's a 5/5.
This is definitely one of the best minions you can take off that secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some draw for Seth. Nice, but unfortunately you're going to hit a couple bubbles here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Means you have to leave 2 things up.
Yeah, just because this deck runs
9 damage on board.
If we drop them, forgetting about the name of, you definitely want to keep some health on the. Want to get rid of the Silverhand Cruise.
Open your minds to the light.
Mm. Big play from Tito Santana there. Just going to continue pushing damage, buff these minions with the Titan, and now there's no easy way to get past this, so you've got to win.
Yeah.
They have 5 from hand. Oh.
Yeah. What secrets get you out of this? Probably just Wandering Monster
Freezing Trap
and
does help.
Freezing Trap or Wandering Monster, and hopefully that's a bait and switch. That's a big taunt. I think Tito.
So there's no way, because even if it was a Wandering Monster, it would trigger right now, right?
I don't know how it interacts with Freezing Trap. I think the Freezing Trap goes first. It triggers first. I believe the Wandering Monster wouldn't trigger.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have expected that because the attack action was taken, it would have still triggered, just left it on the board. But in any case, that's another win there for Tito Santana.
I can't 100% remember how it worked. I remember I've gotten
And that,
bit by it before. With
yeah,
freezing
totally.
trap and the interaction with freezing trap. Because I think it's the same interaction as with explosive, where explosive won't trigger if you play the freezing trap first.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, that I know for as playing enough Hunter, I know that for a fact. If you play freezing trap first and then explosive behind it, the first attack won't trigger the explosive.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So Seth for Price just gonna keep on with that Hunter. You've got to win with it one of these days. Relic Vault offered to Tito Santana. That's a great one. Not an awesome looking hand there for Seth for Christ.
And you mentioned about matchups for Halaron. This would have been one of them I would have kept him for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the hero power here. A little bit of an awkward opening hand there for Seth for Christ.
Yeah.
Expect to see the relic come down. Oh, are they gonna rip studies instead?
Looks like it. I think that's the better play there. Set up the vault. And I think here for Seth for Price, I think the Power Striders the play into the coin portals next turn.
Yeah, getting 2 4/4s on 3 is very strong. There's a fizzle off the top for Tito Santana. Don't know that this is the hand you care about. Snapshotting.
No. Yeah.
So you can draw. You can discount a couple of your cards. Those for the draw. All right.
I'm a sucker for Wayward Sage. Anytime I see one, I grab one. Mana cheat. I like my mana cheat.
Yeah, I love those. Yeah, I agree. Finds the Unleash Fells. That's going to be some helpful recover and a possible clear later. Meanwhile, was able to draw the Gilag. So if they find a good opportunity to stick that, that's going to be really tricky for Seth for Price to deal with. But able to get these 4/4s onto the board.
Yeah, for Tito here, this is tough. No real good answers.
There's no really easy way to deal with this, huh?
No. Unless it's going to throw the fizzle, then hope to get the snapshot later, maybe. Get some extra pressure on the board.
If nothing else, you've got to. Yeah, and you've got some extra healing that way, so you don't have to be as precious with how you use these Unleash Fells.
Yeah. So the Price plays that trick, which is a good call.
So I think that Tito Santana can clear this if they want to, but I'm gonna go and get some bodies on the board first.
Yeah. Who's that? Yeah, Ricochet shot is up to 2 damage, so that will help. Here's some of this up.
Yeah, Tito Santana deciding to wait until the Mana Thirst comes online for the Unleash Fells, thinks that they'll be able to survive from 20 health here. It's going to be a lot of pressure from Seth for Christ. Let's see if they've got what they need. I don't think so. It's 2, 4, 6, so just 2 off. The Ricochet shot's been buffed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Decided playing Star Power. Clear everything up. I guess if you think having 2 Unleash Fells is pretty unlikely, I can see that. But why do you want to do that? I think, and with the Relic of Extinction there. Trade and
but now what do you do? Just hero power and float 3 mana. Yeah, that's a lot of mana to not do anything with. So it's going to give Seth for Christ a big opportunity to maintain sort of this initiative, and that's going to be a lot of damage from this weapon over time. So
Yeah. So fortunately for Tito, he's looking at 7 damage minimum coming back at him next turn. Yeah, using the dimensions to see what we pull off top.
well, a 0-cost prosecutor is always welcome.
Yeah. Plus the.
Yeah, we'll be able to heal a little bit.
13. So,
Not able to clear the Titan, however.
oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see the second one get pulled. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, this is a really bad position for Seth for Christ now, huh?
Yeah, that's.
Is there a way out of this? Because this is. It's one body gone. But looking at 14, 15 that they're able to see.
Yeah.
It's tempting to maybe take the 6-3 out.
Yeah. Two in hand, 2 more secrets. 8's coming back at them. I think here's just Zelag.
I agree. I think you can clear some space to send some of that damage from G-Lag face, but looks like they're gonna go with the Vizier.
Undead did die last turn, so dimensions is only 4. I think this is just the dimensions here.
Yeah, I agree, and I expect to see Astalor come down to get that armor, and then maybe a little bit of cleaning up on the board. Although maybe the board doesn't feel as threatening from 19. Your opponent hasn't been playing it particularly aggressively on the last turn or two, but gonna get rid of that Titan, deny the last charge, and then send 6 face. Nope, gonna clear the 2/2.
I'm completely disappointed with that play with the trade there, because this deck, especially with Halderon played now, can definitely put out some big damage if it really wants to. It has the right cards in hand.
Yeah, a little bit definitely a little bit surprising that was the minion they decided to trade with, but maybe trying to preserve as much health as possible on the 6/6.
I think here it's you're playing Astor. Okay. I think I would have loaded up on secrets and then wait for Astor maybe next turn.
Has the forge been forged? Not yet.
No, it hasn't been.
Could have done that, and then gotten the Awakened Tremors open, but maybe looking like they're gonna finally get G-Lag down. You can trade the 5s.
See what's in the box. Cast cards. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Tough crowd. You really don't want to send either one of those minions back.
Yeah, you sure don't. Can clear the board though, and then that tough crowd is there on the left for whenever they do want it.
I was going to send back on his own.
Oh, they're going to take back their own. Belrin. You got to move fast if you want to play it again right now. gets that discount out, but I think that everything that was on on each side of the hand was already at 0.
Yeah, it was.
But at the end of the rope, you kind of just throw out what you can, make sure you don't lose tempo. But ends up giving Seth for Christ that 3-3.
See what he cleans up with this shot. Oh, he's just going to send the Astor in. Hopefully clean up a couple things. Wow.
Yeah, that cleaned up nicely.
Oh.
Got a charged up Artificer Zymox here. So that'll do.
That'll do at least 9
lot.
damage. Yeah. I think that's the play here.
Yeah.
So at least a couple. Yeah, so at least a couple 9/9s. Draw 2 more cards that are going to be free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this stage in the game, we're really going to start seeing the power of this Relic Demon Hunter. If you're not able to knock them down early, they're gonna just put huge board after huge board down on you. And so now Tito Santana looking to run away with it.
Let's see here. I'm looking
only at 9 health.
I think the thing Seth's out is if he top decks Arcane Shot, I think he has lethal.
Yeah, that Krakenbane's got 2 left before the 5 damage battle cry activates. They can do that easily. Plus the 2 damage from the hero power. So you're exactly right.
The bow.
Oh, that'll work too.
What's it
That'll work too.
6, 8.
Yeah, this should be enough, right?
Oh yeah, there's enough mana. Okay, I was thinking there wasn't enough mana. I was one short. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Exactly enough. Wow, and in a very close game, Seth for Christ there, squeaking out the win against the Relic Demon Hunter, pushing that hunter through, and preventing the sweep from Tito Santana.
All right, it's Seth now. What do you come back as?
Yeah, you're going up against this this Relic Demon Hunter. I think you got to play as aggressively as possible. So I think I'm looking at the Rainbow Mage. I think there's more minions you can get out early with that, with the help of the weapon. And that's what he's gonna do.
You shall pay for your insolence. I alone.
Pretty heavy hand offered to Tito Santana, as well as to Seth for Christ with the Elemental Inspirations. Looks like 2 full mulligans.
Yeah. It's quite the epic hand that Seth for Christ has.
Yeah, not a very helpful mulligan there. Pulls back the other Elemental Inspirations, but does top deck the Prismatic Elemental, which is a nice play on turn 2.
Oh,
nice top deck for Tito Santana. Yeah. Just pushing damage, playing for tempo here. Oh, nice couple of draws in a row for Tito Santana. Relic Vault into the... Oh, but goes for... is going to buff up the Relic of Phantasms, but you're only going to get a couple of minions now.
I decided going for bigger minions of a wider board, which against this deck that doesn't really have much AoE removal, kind of look like the other way better.
It does run the Inquisitors. I too would have preferred to save that removal. They do have ways of putting big boards up, and now that tool is not available. But for the moment, they are in charge of the tempo of this game. So that is the Inquisitor there. Oh, rough.
That's real rough, yeah. Well, at least you know Sif's not in the
So
bottom
only
three
going to be
cards.
able to deal 2 damage. Yeah, that's true. But looks for the Arcane Worm, wants to be able to get those spells, and it's just going to have to suffer this 10 damage.
Pick me! Pick me!
Here, I think it's just Illidar studies.
Yeah, that's going to give you a lot of potential. And our
Yeah.
Glavesmith looks good, but it's going to go for the discount on the 2 ends of the hand.
I think I played too much Outcast DH to. I see a Sage, I pick a Sage.
Yeah, it's always a temptation. I like the Glavesmiths there. You're in such command of this game that pushing as much damage as you can as fast as you can only help you. The more time that this mage has, the more chance they're going to have to recover. But I understand wanting to play into your deck instead, and this is working so far. So there's another Illidari Studies. I get a free card.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's one of the ones that cast automatically, right?
It is our time to step out of the shadows.
Orin. Yeah, not a minion you really want to put back in your opponent's hand. So I guess this is going to
Certainly not,
self-bounce
but
again.
yeah, going to do the self bounce again, get some more value off of this, but no, it's just going to go for the hero power and keep control of this board. So for Christ, finding the second Inquisitor, which is always nice to have.
He's just sending the damage through.
Nice.
That's a nice pickup.
Very nice pickup. Now, this isn't as terrible of a minion to send back to your opponent's hand, but it does give them a spell you prefer they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Could play the
Especially-
Titan, which would give... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, especially a cheap minion that gives you cheap spell that has damage. So I like this play better. With the Titan.
Yeah, this is strong.
Verb into. Let's see, what do you find? Arc Splitter? That's not bad.
Goes for the Arc Splitter. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple of Arcane Blasts off of that, and with the second Inquisitor... Oh, did it have Lifesteal on it?
Yeah,
Well, it has Lifesteal
Titan.
because of the Titan.
Arcane surge within me.
Arcane energy amplified.
Full
Big
heal,
clear and
full
recover
heal.
for Tito.
My hand is too.
It's not a bad burn for Death Price. Trying to remove a couple things here, and then I'm assuming we're going to see the inspirations.
Yep, get 3 big bodies on the board. Difficult to deal with. Now, Tito does have the opportunity to send one of these back. What do you do with the other 2?
Oh. How many relics have been played? 3?
I know.
2, I think just the 2 so far.
2, okay. Side goes Z-Leg, and Tough Crowd, one of them back. and
Taste of Chaos, and maybe
Chaos.
both these stocks destroy them.
Predation just. I think it'd just be predation here. Oh,
Those are the auto
Briggs
breakthroughs. I had my eye on
Briggs
that too. Yeah. It does take into account the stocks as well, so there's a chance that you don't hit the body, but you don't mind that.
Looks like Z-Leg's gonna be the first one to go down, so let's see if all the stocks get cleaned up. 3 or is it 4 demons to do 3? So
3, so
still a
this
chance.
will actually, I think, 100% bring the Z-Lag back, right? Because only 3 demons have died, or unless some of these, like the tough crowd is a demon, so there are some bad things polluting the pool.
Tough crowd hasn't died yet, so I think if he just plays it now, there's not enough board space.
Yeah, it does find the tough crowd instead of Z-Lag's main body, but
Yeah.
Able to clean up still.
Or for Tito, because he has a 75% shot there. And you could have played just hit the relic itself and then played it. You would have been 100% guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Seth here's hopefully
Any rush minions here?
Wind Furies. No rush.
So things are starting to look a little scary on Seth's side of the board. You're only 15 away from 0, but your board is intimidating. So definitely demands an answer from Tito Santana here.
Thinking just playing this IMOX here. Guarantee get rid of trade into the Divine Shield, trade into the Skeleton. Guarantee to get rid of at least 2.
Careful. Oh, just gonna take the chance on the Divine Shield.
Oh, I only rolled 4 on the Extinction too. That's too bad there.
We'll get a couple of cheap cards.
Trade into.
Yeah. We've got to get rid of the Wind Fury, right?
Yeah.
Can't clear one of them, unfortunately. All right, suppose if you find something off of this, better go fast. That'll help.
Yeah. I got trading all your minions quickly and get everything down. I was just going to trade in.
Oh.
If you get it.
Oh, did they not move fast enough? That's pretty scary now. So that's 8, 12, 16, 20, 22.
Plus damage in hand is 20,
yeah,
25.
That'll do it. They've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a little bit tied up with the rope there on Tito Santana's side gives Seth for Christ the opening they needed, and we're going to game 5.
All right.
Favorite words in all of THL Hearthstone?
So that's going to be the Relic Demon Hunter against the Nature Shaman.
Yeah, it's going to be this one will be over fairly quickly. Either the Shaman finds the combo, or Demon Hunter hopefully can pressure him out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't want to give this Shaman any time if you can help it. I don't think that this Demon Hunter runs much by the way of hand disruption tools. So you just got to focus on winning first.
I think it has the.
Oh, it has Prosecutor Mechanics.
Prosecutor, yeah.
That's true. So that will be an important discovery. because Seth does have a bioluminescence in hand for when they get to that point where they're ready to just start burning Tito Santana down. But Tito with another Relic Vault right on 2, 3 in a row.
Playing the coin already. Sterile Spirits. Trying to counter pressure, I guess.
Yeah, I'll look for some help. Immolation of Aura is not terrible. Won't deal with this board, but
So that's
oh,
a
wow,
good
goes
momentum.
with momentum.
I guess maybe thinking once he plays a Relic of Dimensions, that'll be 0 and just something else that can be dumped out.
That's true. That's pretty far away, so I am still surprised, but that top deck will help with this situation.
Yeah.
Does mean you can't get the school teacher down on 4, but that's fine because it is a great turn 5 play. It's just very clean, and this is going to clear up this mess.
Nice first hit too there on that Relic. Guaranteed the cleanup. Seth for Christ seems to be just trying to apply as much pressure as possible still. Just keep it coming in.
Absolutely, yeah. The lower you get their health, the easier it is to find the combo because you don't have to reach as far. But the more minions you have on the board too, the more susceptible they become to that Unleash Fell. But still a turn away from that. And turn 5 play for Tito Santana. Looks like we're going to get the school teacher here. These are all pretty good. Looks like they went for the Unleash Fell there. Oh boy, just again.
Unfortunately, if there's enough time for the Shaman, all the healing doesn't matter. Oh, playing the Flash of Lightning already.
Yeah, if that discount sort of before, it's going to be very useful, but does find an Inza and some more burn with the Crash of Thunder on that second Discover. It's a pretty comfortable Relic's turn. Well, that's a nice discount.
There's the momentum.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Find some counter pressure here. See
Yeah.
what
Just
Seth has coming up.
the damage off the face. Depends the instrument, but looking into this pressure, I'm not sure if that's fast enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Golganet.
Yeah.
Just look for your win condition.
Yeah, I like this play. Here for Tito. I'm just gonna turn with his own Titan. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. This Titan doesn't do anything to deal with your opponent's Titans. You kind of, if you're going to spend 4 here, need to choose how important it is. I might start with the school teacher to see if you can find anything that helps clear it, but confident that this is what they want to do.
Just rush the 2 in.
Job's done.
I'll just crush one. Oh. I'm not sure why he played the Unleash Fell there.
So here's the setup from Seth for Christ.
Yeah.
So that'll signal to Tito that they're on the clock.
Two.
Well,
Oh, what?
Our gift of frost.
Oh, they fell in flames. Okay. Trying to develop a big board, but we'll see if that does anything.
Pick me! Pick me!
yeah. So can Seth for Christ get there from 35? They don't have a lot of minion generation.
Go with the flow!
Lightning reflexes here, I think. Just reduce everything else.
Yeah, if I'm Seth. Yeah, I wonder if they think that they might be able to survive another turn here until they can kind of stack the board more, but I don't think so. I think
There's
have it if you don't.
Yeah, there's no other minions. That's what I was thinking. If you went with flashlight or if you went with the reflexes, you might be able to find. Oh, the 3-mana spell. It's escaping me. Oh, he's just going all in. He has it.
Yeah, this should be it, right? This should be enough.
It should be. I believe he forgot to swing into the 2/2 for but the bio.
Yeah, doesn't seem to need it though. 7 and then another 7 should be exactly 35.
Wow.
So Seth for Christ on the reverse sweep. Tito Santana not able to get the Relic Demon Hunter through. Heartbreaking defeat for Tito Santana. So close.
All right. What a great match.
Excellent.
It's quite the series there. It's always hair raising going in Game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love going into Game 5. That was an exciting several games, well played by both players, and a really, really tight one.
Yeah, I want to thank Tito Santana and Seth for being on stream. So we're gonna get Seth in here real quick. Seth is available. Get a cute picture on their Discord, like a sleeping puppy. Oh. Hey Seth,
Hi,
how are you? Congrats on the win tonight.
thank you.
Yeah, tell us about that experience. You went tough in the early couple of games, but you managed to push through and win 3 in a row. How are you feeling?
I'm a lot happier than I would have been getting swept, for sure. I don't really know what happened. I don't know if I was just playing sloppy or what, but it's tough to go down 0-2 with, off rip right there.
Absolutely, it can always be a little unnerving, but managed to keep your composure. Tell us a little bit about the decks that you decided to bring with the Nature Shaman, the Rainbow Mage, Secret Hunter, and the Mech Rogue, which was banned. You went with a couple of sort of combo decks and the aggressive Secret Hunter. What was your thinking bringing that in this week, or as you subbed for this?
Since I e-subbed in, I just played their decks, but thankfully it was decks that I had played before, so especially that Nature Shaman. After the nerf, it got a lot more difficult to play. You could kind of see me take a long time on that last turn there thinking about it, but I don't know. It's a lot more my style of deck, so I'm glad that's what I got to play with.
Saving the best for last.
Yeah. They didn't give me Naga Mage, but it'll work.
Yeah, so I guess Lotus Knight feeling a little bit under the weather, and you jumped in and filling in the gap very, very nicely. So, any reasons for your ban for Druid?
I banned Druid because I was kind of torn between it and Paladin, and I figured I would have a little better shot at Paladin, which didn't end up being the case. But I don't know. I still think it was a good ban just because Druid explodes, so quickly
Mm-hmm.
against decks that need time to set up, especially that Rainbow Mage.
Yeah, Rainbow Mage, you got
For sure.
got a
It took
couple of those forge
took me a-
spells. Yeah.
It took me a long time to get set up on that one. A really, really slow start, and it ended up okay, but that was a spooky mulligan.
Yeah, you had the early offer on that was expensive already, and it didn't do you any favors sending back the elemental inspiration. Now you just ran the hunter 3 times in a row on each time. How come? What was your thinking there? Why not? Why keep playing that and not switch up to one of the other things?
I really just wanted to get it through. It the Relic DH was what I figured I would have to beat the most, and I thought if I could get on the board with Hunter, then I could take my time with the other two, but it ended up coming down to the Relic DH anyway. I didn't think too hard about how I was queuing. I just wanted to play Hunter first, so that's what I picked.
Ron Mexico, a good influence. Is
Well,
that
it
what happened?
worked like a charm.
Guess
Yeah.
it worked out. That's what I get for joining the Ron Mexico team for the week.
Yeah. So that was a indirect thank you, Ron, for making me do Hunter first. So. Any final words
Well,
before you let
really
you go?
well played.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hustle.
No, go on. I was just saying, really well done. Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing. Any last words? You did really well played. Set of 5 games, and congratulations on the win.
Nope, just glad I could finally play a match on stream. I've been playing like 3 years, and I think I've played on stream once.
I'm gonna get you on here more, man. If you want on here.
I'll try to.
Keep your Fridays and your Sundays open around 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll get you on more often if you want to get on here. Happy to have you.
Okay, I'll work on it. Thanks for having me.
You got it, buddy. Take care.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the single match for tonight, a very good one. Went to Game 5. Any final words before we let the viewers know, or viewers go, I should say?
Just for anybody out there who wants a piece of that, just let Saku or one of the other board members know you'd like to play on stream. We love casting and we love seeing people from the community play. So don't feel shy about it, and we look forward to casting you one of these days.
Yeah, second that. It's just good to see different people playing and seeing different play styles, and always being able to have a community there that's what they've learned.
All right. So I guess I have one more or a couple of announcements, which is obviously tuning in for next week. We get, I believe Tuesday has 2 shows still, which is Sidebar with our good buddy Bone Master there, doing the morning show at 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern. Then we have Lotus Knight kicking in with her center if he's feeling better. So stay tuned on the THL Discord itself. So that'll be on at 9 p.m. Eastern. Then we keep rolling through to, I can't remember if there's Thursday. If there's something going on Thursday. Anyway, just keep an ear ball on the THL content announcements. Definitely come back with Friday Night Fights with myself and Caster and Righteous Jammies. So if anybody wants to do matches on that night or Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern matches, just hit me up. I know Wild9 does. Wild9 and Asli Akari do matches on Saturday at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. And Bone Master also does a show occasionally at 10 a.m. On Saturday as well. So all kinds of content for everybody. But if you're interested in casting, hit me up. Love to have anybody that loves casting shows to let me know, and we can try and fit you in there somewhere. So, all right. Thanks for Hustle. Thanks for Joel C. for helping me out get Sunday Showdown kicked off wonderfully. And we'll have a great week, everybody.
See you later.
Thanks.